All right, we got that turtle clean. We're gonna cook it up. And we got the meat right here. We got some big pieces. We got it all deboned and ready to go. We're gonna make turtle gravy with this. So first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna put a couple eggs in here on top of the meat. Oop. Get that shell out of there. All right. Now we're gonna put a little bit of hot sauce. I'm using this Hawaiian heat garlic herb. It don't really matter. I ain't putting a whole lot. Just kind of adding some flavor. Now you gotta get your hands dirty. Get in here and get this mixed around with the egg. This egg's gonna kind of act as a binder for our flour. Make the flour stick better. So get that mixed around. We're gonna let that sit for just a little bit. Wash my hands, I'll show you how to season this flour. All right, so for the flour, we're using self-rising flour. I seem to have better luck with that when I'm frying stuff. So I'll put that in there. We're gonna put a little onion powder. All right, put a little garlic powder. Salt. Put some pepper in there too. I can get it open. And I'm going to throw in a little thyme. We'll get that mixed up and we're ready to fry the turtle. All right, so our oil is ready to fry. Check this out. That's how you see if it's ready. I don't use a temperature. I just check it with the flour. All right, we got our turtle. I'm gonna dip it in this flour. Get me a few pieces down in there. Duke must think it smells good. He's over there working that sniffer. All right, look here. We're just gonna coat it around. We're gonna kind of press that flour into it, make it thick and stick better. Dude, get back. So get it good and coated. I'm just gonna lay that in there. Fry this like you would deer steak or chicken fingers, whatever else you're cooking. Sounds a little bit messy. All right, so all we're gonna do here is we're gonna cook them till they're pretty golden brown. Just fry them like you normally would anything else. And once we do that, we're gonna start lining our pan with all that fried turtle. So y'all stick around. All right, we got it fried. Come look at this. All right, we done flipped them a couple times and they're nice and golden brown. So all we're gonna do is transfer these over to here. Line our pan. Just start stacking them in there. Ain't gotta be perfect. That's gonna be good. That is gonna be good. So now I'm gonna get the rest of this fried, and we'll get this this pan lined, and I'll show y'all how to make the gravy and do the rest of it. All right, so we got all of our turtle fried. Check it out. We got it in our pan, and we just kind of got it spread out in that pan. So we're fixing to start on the gravy. We turn this down to low. We drained off a good bit of this grease. We got just enough to kind of fill up the bottom. We're going to use that flour that we seasoned up earlier. Add that in there, some of it. Bit more. There's nothing to this. You're just putting your flour in here with your oil. You're gonna get all them little old bits off the bottom and all that good stuff. It's all cooked down. This is a little bit hot, so we're just gonna kind of give it some air under the bottom while the rest of this flour cooks down in here. You want this to be pretty dark because we're gonna make this real thin to pour over the top of our turtle. Because once we bake this, it's gonna thicken on up. We're gonna bake it for about somewhere around 2 hours, so it's gonna be a pretty good while of baking. So we're gonna make this pretty thin. Now see that thickening on up? That's about the texture we want. What do you think? All right, so now get that where you want it. Chicken broth. We're gonna pour some chicken broth in there. Turn our heat back up. All right. I didn't want to put the whole can of chicken broth. Now I'm going to put some water in there. Got to get this stirred up real good. Sometimes when it goes trying to clump up, you can take you a whisk. Get in there with a whisk, stir it around. Now you'll see how this gravy's turning kind of light color. That's because I made it real thin. In fact, we're going to thin it just a little bit more. But we had that oil that already had flavor in there. We had our seasoned flour, so this is going to be seasoned up plenty. We're bringing our heat back up, getting this all mixed around. Just a little more water in there. No problem. Now I want to make sure I have enough to cover up all of this turtle. So we're going to make a pretty good bit here. Now check it out. See, we got that whisk out. Got it all mixed in. It's real thin, but that's what we want. We want it real thin. So now, what we'll do is we'll take this, turn our stove off. We're going to pour this over our fried turtle. Got to get all that good stuff out of the bottom though too. You want all of that in there. I made about the perfect amount. Alright, so now we got an onion and we're just going to slice this onion a couple times. Sorry for the noise. Take this onion and we're just going to slice it. Break it into rings. Start dropping them all around in here. And they don't matter. I mean, it's up to y'all on this. You can cut these in half. You can cut them into small chunks. I mean, dice it up however you want to do these onion. Or you don't have to put no onion, but I think it kind of adds a little bit more flavor to it. That onion to make it cry. Alright, so we got this all covered in onions. Now, if I can see, I'm gonna cover it with tin foil. Make sure it's all good and covered. And our oven's heated to 350. So we're gonna put this in our oven at 350. Oh, I'm still just a little bit. All right, we're gonna put that in there for an hour. We're gonna bake that covered for an hour. We're gonna check on it, and then we're probably gonna bake it another 30 minutes to an hour uncovered. So y'all stick around. All right, so this stuff's been in here about an hour. So we're gonna pull it out and check on it. Be easy so I don't spill it again. All right, so woo, that's looking good. We're gonna kind of check it and see it's still a little bit tough, so we need to cook it a little longer. Probably gonna do it for about another 45 minutes to an hour with the tin foil off. So the smaller pieces, they're good. They're tender, they're cutting pretty nice. We got some bigger pieces in here that need to cook down a little bit longer. So we're gonna put it back for another hour on 350 and we'll check it again. All right, so we cooked some rice while we were waiting on that turtle to keep cooking. So you gotta put butter. You gotta put butter in your rice. Butter, salt, and pepper. I'm gonna doctor that up. Pepper ain't wanting to come out. There we go. All right, get this all stirred around. Y'all, I could just eat that rice. Put me some salt and butter. Whew. I have ate it before, just by itself. Now, get your butter melted. Take our bowl. Get us some rice. Using this fork, I don't want to dirty up another dish. All right, y'all check out this turtle. Man, it smells good. Get some of this gravy. Get us a couple pieces of that turtle. Man. Ooh, don't that look good? Let's give it a taste test. Y'all. Y'all need to give this recipe a try. If you ever catch you a turtle, hey, that is some good stuff right there. Real good. And anyway, I appreciate y'all watching, and we'll see you next week. God bless y'all.